Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 27 of the May Daily Draws. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch, Beltane Oracle. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we are. And we have the High Priest, or or what is normally known as the Hierophant. But this is more in the Druidry Celtic tradition of a high priest. And this is to do with our spiritual beliefs, our traditions, our teachings. So this could be maybe we are reflecting upon our belief system. What is it we truly believe? What traditions do we follow, if any? What traditions have we formed ourselves in the sense of things that we follow on a regular basis, our own personal traditions or routines in our spiritual path? What is it that we do? And are we always bearing the teachings of our particular path, the principles we've learned? Are we keeping them at the forefront of things when we're doing what we're doing? How do we relate our daily living to them? How do we bring perhaps some spiritual principles and teachings of whatever faith or spiritual path that we may follow, if any? How do we, the traditions and principles and teachings that go back into the past, some of them way into the past, how are we making them relevant to our moment here now, in this moment? How are we applying them to our lives? What system of belief or teachings or code are we following? Do we have someone that we look up to as a teacher? Or are we our own teacher? Do we self-study? But we must get the information from somewhere, from people that have gone before us and have passed down this knowledge, and even most spiritual paths have some kind of teaching that's been passed down from generation to generation. The way it's perhaps being lived out and applied is perhaps changed from time to time and evolved as society has evolved. But at its core are perhaps the same teachings that are being passed down, whatever that may be. So how are we using the beliefs, the tenets of our faith, our spiritual beliefs, how are we using them to apply it practically to our lives in order to be able to live and to achieve what we want to achieve? Do we still recognize that there is a spiritual dimension to everything that we do? Even the practical things. It's all connected. You can't separate one from the other. You can't be going the far way. You can't just go for the spiritual stuff and not apply it to the everyday life or other things, because the spiritual stuff can't be separated and focused on. That too would be wrong. But to go the other way and focus on the mundane day-to-day stuff and forgetting the spiritual, that's the other end of the imbalance there. Everything should be included, working together, even the teachings that we've held, the beliefs we've held. And also, do we recognize that we are always open to learning? Do we have that humility to submit ourselves, to be teachable for when we read something? To at least be open to having our minds expanded, our beliefs expanded and evolved through things that we see, hear, learn. All of these things can feed in to our core beliefs. And as I said, our core beliefs may at principle remain the same, but maybe the way that we apply them, the way that the perspective, the lens through which we view them may change throughout our lives. So we must be ready for that too. But we have to have a teachable spirit. We have to have a teachable attitude, that we recognize that we don't know everything and that we've always got something to learn. And on the flip side of that, we have things to teach as well. Our own experiences, our own lessons that we've learned, our own insights that we've gained, we can share with others. Just as we can learn from others, others can learn from us. And that's the important part of, maybe we have something to teach in the sense of sharing our own life experience and the insights we've gained. Whether or not people take that on board and think it's relevant for them is a different matter. But at least we're giving them the chance to see things from our point of view, just as we must be open to seeing things from someone else's point of view. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Maiden. Demand what is yours and take back what was taken. Reclaim until you've gathered all of you. Have you somehow lost your way spiritually? Have you drifted or forgotten, or it's been pushed to the back of your mind some of the beliefs that have held you in good stead throughout your life, but maybe you've disconnected from some beliefs that maybe you need to reconnect with? That could be it. Like, that's part of yourself that maybe you need to claim back, that somehow, some principles, some practices, whatever you do, part of your spiritual path, maybe you've lost it somewhere along the line or become disconnected with it, and you need to reconnect with it. So maybe that's something else that these cards are asking us to do. Okay, that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 28. Till then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.